Annise Parker, former mayor, former city council member, former controller. Will she be the next county judge? What do you think?
I know she's very popular
Mm-hmm.
because of her resume.
Yep.
Rightfully so. It's on a brand.
Yep.
I don't know. I think she will be a leading candidate. I definitely would believe if there's a runoff, she will be in that runoff.
I agree. I think she's going to be in the runoff. She has to get through a primary first. She has to get through a primary first. Bringing up the left flank, I think she's popular. A lot of people know. A lot of people know her. A lot of people know her. I will say though that the endorsement from Kim Ogg, and y'all, I was a Kim Ogg fan. Okay, I was a Kim Ogg fan. When I found out we had the opportunity to elect Kim Ogg, I loved her sign with the KIMOGG. Like that was very like, artistically,
Aesthetically pleasing.
aesthetically pleasing. And then like all hell broke loose. Like I don't know I personally don't know because I was up in Detroit at the time, but she got demolished or whatever they call it, admonished or whatever the term is. And then next thing you know, like she gets beat hard.
Yeah.
It's like 75-25.
Yeah, it was rough.
That was a rebuke.
That was rough.
And the next thing you know, she's working for a Republican and blah, 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 blah. But she stepped back out and endorsed Parker. I think that is something Parker is going to have to challenge. I think in the actual article that came out, it was a Houston Chronicle article where Kim Ogg actually endorsed Parker. She also said that we need to turn Harris County red. So I was like, wait a minute, was that a Freudian slip or what was that? But no ills from me on Mayor Parker, County Judge Parker. Actually, earlier this year, we did a Walk 713, which was like this goal that we had to like make 3 million steps. And she was actually part of it. Her and her son, Jovan, were part of it. They came to one of our events. They missed us, but they were there. But yeah, Annise Parker. She's running for judge next. Bring this next person up. Now, this next person, I love her to death.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I love me some Dr. Letitia Plummer. She has been a city council member for one full term. She ran for her second and won. She will be term limited, actually leaving office at the beginning of 2028. Had she decided to stay, she did not.
She went all in.
She went all in. She's running for county judge. What are your thoughts about Letitia Plummer?
I love Dr. Plummer.
Ooh.
She's one of the progressive city council members that we've had thus far. So I would love to see her succeed in this race as well. I think she has a chance.
Got it. She has a chance. She is going to have a competitive primary.
Yes.
Because I think in the beginning, folks were thinking, I know Erica Lee had mentioned that she might run if Lina Hidalgo didn't run. And I think if it was Erica Lee, and Letitia Plummer, and I love Erica to death too. Let me just say that. I love me some Erica Lee Carter. Congresswoman. Erica Lee Carter.
That is her title.
That is her title. And Letitia Plummer, yeah, very good candidate. Very looking forward to see like what happens because nobody's really talking about county judge right now. Everybody's talking about CD 18, and we're going to talk about CD 18 later. But let's bring up that next photo. Bringing up the right flank. Oh no, skip one. We skipped one. Actually, it's a video. It should be a video. Actually, skip the video because folks are telling Adonis has told me and Ivan Sanchez or Yvonne. Yvonne? How do you say it? How do you say it in Spanish? ¿Cómo se dice en español? Anybody? That they cannot hear the video, so we're just going to do audio. I will say, and you could take Letitia Plummer away. We have Marty Lancton that is running as a Republican. That is very interesting. Marty Lancton, as y'all know, is the president of the Firefighters Union. They are known. That is part of the coalition to win citywide or countywide. If you want to become mayor, if you want to become county judge, you have to get the Firefighters Union. You got to get the Police Officers Union.
Yes.
Right? And you have to get, there's a host of other things, but that is the road towards becoming county judge or the mayor. And I think he's going to be very competitive. If this turns into Parker v. Lancton, woo Chile.
Yeah. I don't know how I will like that election if it goes that way.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because it's almost as if like that pattern recognition thing.
yeah.
And you see,
Yep.
I figured out the
Yep.
murder dinner.
Boop, 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 boop. Yep. AI generated.
Right. I would like to see something different. And I think that's the only complaint
Yes.
in the race is that your resume is great, but are you able to turn out another generation of voters that will be able to support you?
Yeah, that is very interesting. And not to forget, like, I will say this. There we go. There's Marty Lancton. Now, doesn't that, look at this. You know what I mean? That's Marty Lancton. Marty Lancton, this must be a new photo. This must be a new photo because he looks very political here.
Yes.
He's a very handsome guy, but this is very county judge, Marty. This is county judge right here. Now, here's where the issue is going to come in. Like, he's been endorsed by Mattress Mac.
Oh.
He's been endorsed by Mattress Mac. And I want to point this out, and I think this is part of the reason you can take Marty away. Here's why I think Lina Hidalgo decided not to run. Okay. So she wins because of the Beto wave in 2018. Mm-hmm. Democrats up and down end up winning. She didn't have a primary opponent. She just like slid in. And that was the last year, y'all, where you could click, boop, D, and they go, no more, right?
Right.
So a lot of people just went and hit D for Beto. Beto excited a lot of people, and so she ends up in office. That's 2018. 2020 comes, she doesn't have to run because that's an every 4-year thing, right? So 18, she gets in. 2022, if y'all remember, it was very, very close.
Very.
We went to sleep and woke up and we didn't know what it was going to be. Judge Hidalgo had 50.8, if I'm not mistaken, to Alex Miller's 49.2.
Oh, yeah.
That is winning by the skin on your chinny chin chin.
Yeah, that's close.
Okay. So, again, that is a down year because 2020 was a presidential year. So then you have the midterm, things go down, it gets very dangerous. And then we go back up to 2024.
Right.
2024, if y'all remember, there are county-wide judicial seats that went away. Yes. They went red. And what was supposed to be a solidly blue Harris County. So if you remember, we went to sleep. Christian Menifee
was barely winning.
He was actually losing when I went to sleep. I went to sleep. I was like, wow. Wake up. He wins. And so keep in mind that is a presidential year. So we go up.
Right.
Next year is a primary. I mean, is a midterm year, and from the looks of things, it's not looking too pretty, and I don't think she would have been a benefit not only to herself but to the rest of the Democrats that are on the ticket in 2026. That's just a personal opinion.
Yeah,
I don't think that it would have been good for her.
I think it was outside of a professional decision. I think there was a personal decision that she should have made. Yes. I think it was smart for her. One, yes. When you need a moment.
Listen.
Take your moment.
Take your moment.
And then when you came in, like, again, you rode the coattails of a wave.
Yes.
Now you're in the seat. You've had 2 terms. People know you now in this position. It's a little different. So from running the first go-round, you're fresh faced then. Now you have expectations that's a little different as a leader.
Yes.
And so I applaud her for taking a step back and taking that moment for herself and saying, you know what, I did say I was doing 2 terms. I did my 2 terms. I'm going to honor that.
And I'm out of here. Did I ever tell you I used to work at the prison? Have you heard one of my 100 prison stories? Raise your hand. Put it in the comments if you've ever heard Darrell say, I used to work for the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Let me tell you something. I started as a CO. I became a sergeant and then a lieutenant. And I got to a certain point where it was very hectic. I was 23 at the time. And it was like, how is this real life? This is very stressful. And so, like, looking back at it, it's like it was probably so stressful because I hadn't really put in the years. Like, just because you qualify for something doesn't mean that you should do it. And I feel like if you do end up doing it, like, there's going to be a very steep learning curve for you if that is something that you end up doing. And so to anybody who's listening, think about that. Think about that before you jump into the frying pan. Have you ever taken a step back from something or considered doing something and stepped away from it because you knew how steep of a climb it was?
Absolutely. when I came home in 2017 after graduating from Lamar University, I wanted to run for office right out the gate.
Boom.
As soon as I got to Harris County, I'm from here.
Boom.
Let's do it. And I thought about it. I was like, wait, no.
Yeah.
All of the political work that I've done was in Jefferson County, in Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah.
That does not translate here. Houston is a totally different marketplace than what Beaumont is. And so I was like, ooh, let's take a step back. And my mentor was like, that was the smartest decision you ever made.
Absolutely.
Because if you just jump in there, you don't know what you're doing. You're going to either destroy your opportunity or hinder it.
Or you might end up running the year that Beto is running for U.S. Senate and end up getting into office.
That's called a blessing.
Or a blessing in disguise. I don't know. So we have the county judge race. Council member Letitia Plummer had to hop out, and we have several folks that are hopping in. Can we put up that very first? It's doing something.
Technology is technology.
Well, they can still see you on the thing, though.
Can they? Oh,
let's see. Oh, there's a lot of. Ooh, wait a minute. 7:30. Yeah, we've got some comments. It says Orlando Sanchez is going to give Marty a run for his money. Are you serious? Do you think so, Ivan Sanchez? Do you think so? That's what Ivan Sanchez says. He says he thinks so. Chris Young says, who wants to know? Either they're voting his histories. I've been asked by several people. Let's see. I've been asked by several people, and if I could share pictures, I would share it with all of you. Who are you talking to? Ivan says, didn't go to sleep that day. That is so very true. So can we put it up? One of the first people that are running for at-large for, it started this whole thing that we did. We just did this shit a few years ago where we did the topsy-turvy. We were playing hopscotch, and it was Franco Lee is out, and Rodney Ellis is up, and then Boris is up, and then blah, blah, blah. It's about to happen again, and we have Alejandra Salinas, who is running for at-large for city council member. I had breakfast with her this morning.
Okay.
She's amazing.
I like her.
I absolutely love Alejandra.
I like that. I had breakfast with her too.
You had breakfast with her too?
Yes.
She's having a lot of breakfast.
Yeah, but you know what? She's also meeting with community leaders within these different areas.
Yes.
So it's more than just, activists and advocates. She's meeting with community leaders that are actually in their communities doing the work already. So that's building that relationship with them, because she's going to have to work with them if she gets this seat.
Absolutely. I think she is definitely a contender for that runoff spot. There will definitely be a runoff because everybody and their mama and their auntie is running for city council at large for. She's a great candidate. She's out there doing that work. She has Jeremy Brown on her team. I found that out today. Jeremy Brown, former judge, used to work for Rodney Ellis. I used to give them a hard time in that office 10 years ago. I'm sure, oh my gosh, I was lighting shit up. But no, Jeremy Brown is amazing. Hopefully we see him in elected office again. The fact that he's on her team says that they're doing something right. Let's look at that next photo. Who else do we have that wants to? Dwight Boykins. Okay. Now, Dwight runs to the front of the line because, he's a former city council member. Mm-hmm. That's number one. So he's got the name recognition. Number two, this benefits him, or so I thought, because CD18, that race is happening at the same time, right? So you got CD18, all those people are getting texts from Amanda and phone calls from Jolanda and knocks on the door from Christian, turning them out for those respective candidates. And the bet is, I bet from his team, that a lot of those people will go and they'll say, they'll pick their candidate, whoever it might be, and then they'll go and they'll say, oh, there's Dwight. What do you think?
I'm not sure. I'm undecided on that race, honestly, when it comes for him, because he, as a former city council member, it's been some time since he's been in a political limelight.
It's been a while because he ran for mayor in 2019. That was 6 years ago.
That was 6 years ago.
When he reached out, he was like, hey, can I get your support? And I was like, absolutely. I will say, after seeing the next person enter, can we throw the next person up? As well as meeting with Alejandra, I'm like, man, he's really going to have a race on him. Do you know who this is?
I do not.
That is Dr. Now I got to look it up. It's Kathy Tatum. I was about to call her Kathy Taylor. Oh, how precious, precious. true. Oh, how precious. Okay. No, not Kathy Taylor. Not Oh, How Precious is the Name of Jesus, Kathy Taylor. Kathy Tatum, Dr. Kathy Tatum.
Okay, doctor.
Who has run for a lot of stuff. She's run for mayor before.
Oh, that's who this is.
Yes, she runs a nonprofit organization. Flawless photo. I'm like, wow, Dr. Tatum. That's what's up. What do you think? What do you think with her?
I need to see her in a different position first to see if politically that works for her.
Oh, look at this.
I mean, the fact that you say that she's ran for many positions.
This is what Chris Young says. Yeah. He says, voted against hero endorsed by Commissioner Tom Ramsey and Republican Chris Daniel, but doesn't that say a lot of the club he's at and the person who's going to win the election? Chris, can you put this shit through ChatGPT, please? What are you saying with this comment? Voted against hero endorsed by Tom Ramsey. You got to tell me who that is, Chris. Put this through ChatGPT so we can see what is going on. Let's put up the next person who's running for at-large for. Dun, 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 dun. You know who that is?
Okay, I've seen his advertisements.
Ooh, okay.
So he's making some social media trekking, and I do see him visible in a lot of spaces.
Absolutely. Lloyd is a super neighborhood president. Him and Dwight Boykins are actually neighbors.
Okay. Oh, okay.
He reached out via TikTok. He was like, hey, I'm running, blah, blah, blah. I was like, great. Smart move.
On TikTok. That's what I was like. TikTok, smart did move. I hear that? Okay.
Smart move. Okay. And I actually sat next to him at the CD18 debate.
Okay. Oh,
and
okay.
so we had this little bet going. We were going back and forth, and it was like, I bet you $1 that Amanda Edwards is going to say city council or Harvey. And then it was like, I bet you $1 that Amanda's going to say community. Mm-hmm. I bet you $1 that Isaiah is going to say Trump. And so we just kept doing that. Very smart guy. I mean, here's what's interesting. He did put up a post. I don't know if y'all saw it, but he, Darrell was smoking him at the debate. I will say, now I lost my spot. That's what I was going to say. He got Mattress Mac's endorsement. So Mattress Mac endorsed him, and a couple of people texted me and they were like, did you see this? Did you see this? And I was like, yeah, but if you think about it, who's the Republican running in this race? Who's going to be on Senator Betancourt's mailer? Because you got to think about it. This is a nonpartisan race. Right. This is not a primary, right? Mm-hmm. So is there a world where Lloyd becomes the unifier and he ends up in a runoff with one of these other well-funded candidates? I will say, I saw Alejandra Salinas' campaign finance reports.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, how do young folks say, clock it?
Clock
it, okay? She's up there. She's got a lot of donations. She's swinging heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah, that's a heavy
So it's
hit.
like, Dwight, it looked like Dwight was going to walk it. Now it seems like this is going to be very competitive, and I think Al Lloyd is going to give people a run for their money, too. Let's look at that very next candidate. I'm super excited about this one. That's not him. He's running for CD18, and there's another one. There should be Jordan Thomas. It should have been before her, before Kathy.
That was the one that was out of the order earlier.
Keep going.
The young fella.
He's young and black.
Young and black,
light-skinned fella. Pull him up. There he is. There he is. He's also very photogenic, looking very serious. I like it. There's no smile. There's a smile.
I was about to say, it's a smile. Right? He's smiling with the eyes.
There you go. Dark blue sport coat.
It's on brand.
No tie, got the top button unbuttoned. He used to be Councilmember Letitia Plummer's chief of staff.
Okay.
Very good guy, and very excited to see that he is jumping in this race. I love his logo because he made the O. It looks like the loop. So it's like kind of like got the city vibes going in it.
That's cute.
Yeah. And I would be super excited to see not only him running in this race, but if things don't work out, continuing to run again. So overall, so far, who's your pick? Who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for Alejandra.
Oh, okay. She's won you over.
Yeah, like
okay.
I have questions, and some are just direct questions, and she had a direct answer. It wasn't a dance around. It wasn't a story. It was, here's my plan.
Yeah.
And she's present.
Yes.
As a newcomer, if you will, she's very present, but that can also be a double sword.
That is true. I will say we had an 8 o'clock breakfast this morning. I love an 8 o'clock breakfast.
Get it in
love
and
it.
out.
We were at Hotels Outside. It was amazing. They have this avocado hash, but that's a whole other story. She stayed. Y'all know I'm a talker. I'll talk her ass to death. She stayed. It was 10 o'clock, and she wasn't rushing me or anything. So Alejandra is doing her thing. Okay, so we've talked about At Large 4. Now we have to talk about CD18. So since the last time I was with y'all, it was a lot going on, okay? I had COVID for a little bit. It was a lot going on, but I'm back, okay?
Not the Coviana.
I had Coviana. She was whipping my assay, okay?
Oh, Lord.
Let's first of all talk about who's out. Before we put these photos up, there was this mass exodus of folks hopping out of that race. We saw, who did we see? We saw Rain Eatman hop out and Carisha Rogers hop out endorsing Menifee.
Yes.
We saw, what's his name? Keith Frank. See, y'all don't know nothing about that. He was on the right side. Rob Slater announced that he's running for TX29. Zoe Kador, she announced that she was dropping out as well. And then
I believe she's going to 29 as well. Is
she's going to no, I don't think she's going to 29. She just announced that she was hopping out. She raised a lot of money. She raised, and when I say a lot of money, I'll say this: it was very impressive. I was very impressed with her as a candidate. She raised a lot of money for a first-time candidate.
Yes.
But I think for like congressional, it really, you got to wait. You got to stack up.
You got to bring that out-of-state funds.
Yes.
You can't just fundraiser.
You can't just, and you have to know how to fundraise.
Yeah.
And so now we have who's left in the race. And by the way, y'all put it in the comments. Chris Young says the Republicans just endorsed today. Do you know what's the name? No, please tell me, Chris. I would assume that it is Marty Lancton.
Oh, let's see.
I would just assume. Look that up, Amber. Yeah. Who did the Republicans endorse? But yeah, we have this big CD18 race. Let's see who's still in the running. What's interesting, and you could put up that first photo, they all put out these polls the other day. That's Christian Menifee, Jolanda Jones, and Amanda Edwards all put out their polls. And surprise, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. They're all in the lead. Everybody's winning, Amber.
Everybody's winning.
Everybody's winning. Everybody's winning. Christian Menifee, I think, other than, I think in his poll that he put out, he said that he and Jolanda Jones are tied, which I thought was brilliant, whether it's true or not. I think that's the poll you want to put out 6 weeks out from the election.
Correct.
You want to tell your supporters to keep supporting because we're close. You want to tell your donors to pull out that, Amex, pull out that Cash App card, pull out whatever that what's another one? What I used to use.
Well,
they
didn't say if they actually named her, but she is the only one that's a Republican that's running. Carmen Maria
Montiel. Oh, you're talking about for CD18. I was talking about for At Large 4.
Oh, for At Large 4.
Yeah, for At Large 4. I do know that Christian Menifee got H-bad last night. Mm-hmm. Just last night they did that. What do you think about his candidacy and him as a candidate?
I have the same feeling for him as Ms. Jones.
Okay.
I would like for them to stay where they are until we have someone that can secure that seat before they go.
Somebody else has literally, Dr. Carla Brown said the exact same thing. She said she wanted them to stay where they are, and she's actually an Amanda supporter. My mom and my aunt are both Amanda supporters as well. Next photo. Let's see who's or step right up. Come on down. There's Amanda Edwards. Now Amanda Edwards, and y'all, I write a new piece. I write it in the Houston Forward Times. Go get a copy. Sign up for a subscription. Amanda Edwards, I have joked.
Okay.
Reminds me of. Okay, you know when you get a job at a call center. And the first day you fill out all the paperwork, you do your drug test, you do all that stuff. And then on the second day you go in, they have y'all in the little room, the air conditioner is very cold, and they put on a VHS tape during your HR thing. And the lady comes on the screen, give me that one shot. Come on, give me that one shot. Welcome to Verizon. Welcome to our family. In page 2 of your booklet, you'll see the forms that we need you to fill out for HR. Welcome to the family. That's Amanda Edwards for me. And I joke. I love her to death, but she is the HR lady. A little bit. The second thing I said, because she put in her poll that she's in the lead with 17%.
Where are these polls coming from?
17%? And so in my piece that's in the Houston Forward Times, I said, being in the lead with 17% is like being a member of Destiny's Child, but you have to be Michelle. You have to be Michelle. No, you say Farrah, I say Michelle.
It's Farrah because Michelle has her own weight. Farrah, she got sent to the airport with her luggage.
Wow. It was and we'll send it to you.
We'll send it to you. You can't miss your flight. You got to go.
So Chris says, at large for Sonia Rivera. Y'all, I've been practicing a lot on, what's the little language thing? Duolingo. Okay. So, yes, I will roll my R's. I mean,
look, I need to get like you. I'm just need to perfect my ASL.
You know?
So I can sign.
There you go. Chris Young says, at large for Sonia Rivera, never heard of her, but I am in the other silo. So that would probably explain. I'm in the other echo chamber.
Oh, well, Chris, did they endorse her? Or is she just running as a Republican? Because I didn't see they endorsed her.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
She might be just running, but did they endorse her?
But did they endorse? Because those are two totally separate things. What do you think of Amanda?
I like Amanda, but what I would have loved for Amanda to do is stay in her city council position first so we can see what type of politician she is. Yeah. Before we can know what type of leader she was, she jumped out to run for Senate. Was it Senate?
It was Senate, and then mayor, and then Congress.
Yeah.
Senate, mayor, Congress. So, now, when she announced that she was running for Senate, that is a hell of a climb.
That's a climb.
Yep. Almost the climb like Tellerico running from state rep to U.S. Senate. But when she ran, because she's politically astute. She became an at-large city council member. So I was thinking, who called her? Did like George Soros dial her up and say, hey, Amanda,
get on his ballot.
The check is coming. Run. Okay? Because outside of that, you don't make that leap. And so that was a very interesting race. She has a lot of support in North Houston, which is no longer going to be part of CD18 in March. But she does. She has a lot of support. I heard, and this is allegedly. You see me? Allegedly, her campaign manager is no longer with her. I heard that through the grapevine. I have some calls and some feelers going out. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments. But that is what I heard. Let's put up the next candidate, please. Jolanda Jones, who, interestingly enough, she was on the Joy Reid show, and they had her photo and then her photo, and it was like, oh my God, these two sisters with the gold platinum blonde. Gold blonde. Yes. What do you think about Jolanda?
I love Jolanda. I love her. I just need her to stay in her seat until we can get another fighter to cover.
That seat.
Yeah.
Because, like, who would take her seat? Like hypothetically, if we were to go back to the very first person, which was Christian Menifee, if he wins, right? Mm-hmm. So we go to him, he becomes Congressman Menifee. Has a nice ring to it.
It does have a nice ring.
Very nice ring to it. If he becomes, who becomes the county judge? And how is that decided? Well, I believe it is the commissioner's court that approves the replacement for him, if I'm not mistaken. And technically, he's his own replacement. He's technically the interim county attorney right now because he resigned to run for Congress. Mm-hmm. Somebody correct me in the comments if I am incorrect, but I think that's the way that it would go. Who would they choose? I think they would choose probably, who do you think they would choose? Who's like next in line? It's probably a staffer. It's probably one of these judges that are.
I was about to say.
Probably one of these judges that recently lost. Or
I was about to say a judge that probably lost a position in the last election. Would Audia Jones be a part of that?
I could see Audia Jones, but then you have to wonder, like, is Audia Jones on Team Ellis? Because
that is the question you have to ask.
Like Ellis is choosing this person, like pretty much. Yeah. I mean, with the current makeup of the commissioners court.
Correct. But I would like to see Audia Jones run for that. I would like to see her do that.
I would like to see Audia Jones.
Because she ran for DA, correct? It was a while ago.
I don't remember. I think she did run for DA.
That was when Kim was in office still.
When Kim was in office. So we have Jalonda. So if Jalonda wins, if Jalonda Jones wins, who runs for her seat?
I would like to see Zoe to move into that district.
Ooh, that is a nice one. And she can raise the money too.
Right. Although she has the experience of a staffer on the congressional level, it's different being in that seat. Neat. So to get her, her political sea legs, I would like to see her run in that seat.
Zoe could, and she's in the district, I think. I think they both live in the same neighborhood.
Okay.
They're both in Riverside Terrace. I never thought of that. I was going to say Danielle Keys Best because she got in second place last time.
Oh, yeah.
I could see her. I could see Danielle Keys Best running again as well. Okay. Well, that is CD 18. Aisha Wilson, or Trustee Wilson, says, yes, Audia would be great. Josh Micah says Audia Jones. Okay, so we got two Audia. Audia, are you thinking about it? You need to go on and get a pack started or something. Make some phone calls. Because Jalonda did very well. You know, they say there's no such thing as luck. Like that luck is when opportunity meets preparation.
Right, right.
And the way God just, that quorum break thing to her. Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing. Quiet as it's kept, none of them other people were really commanding the communication in it. Okay? Correct. Gene Wu, love him to death, love his wife, Maya Shea, but I'm sorry, you are no Dr. King, okay? I was not inspired when he would get behind the podium. He has a different way of doing things. Who else was there? People were just kind of just pissing in the wind. Then you get Jalonda Jones, right, in New York, sitting on the dais, waiting for it.
Yeah.
Waiting. I mean, just knocking them out of the park.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And if she were to win, that would be what pushed her. I think she did a great job not only explaining it to people, but also like doing it in a way that people absorbed. And I think Jalonda specifically reminded us that she's a fighter.
But she also needs to remember, you set that tone, you have to keep it.
Yes.
So if you get into that congressional seat, you're going to have to still be as transparent. You're still going to have to be as tangible as you were when you ran.
Yes. Tara Taylor says, remember what I said about how to win elections. Timing. So it's like, only time will tell. Usually, people really depend on polls. Here's why I think all the polls are out. Like, they don't matter. Because this is a very intricate pool of voters. This is an off year. This is a special election. People don't even know if they're in the district or not.
Right.
It's like the people who are going to vote are very educated voters. These are some of your most dependable voters. People who get absentee ballots in the mail are going to choose the next member of Congress. And I think that has a lot to say. Aisha Wilson says Jalonda was on their neck, and she was. And was. And so that is going to be a very interesting race. Interesting thing about CD 18 is the fact that we're going to have this election on November the 4th. I heard that the runoff is not going to happen until January.
Yeah.
The runoff happens in January. Whoever wins this seat in January has to turn back around and run in March for the March primary. That will surely be a runoff.
That's going to be so
And whoever it is, messy. Mark my words, y'all. Mark my words. Al Green is running for CD 18. Okay? I said it here first. What's today's date? September the... What is it? 17th. I said it on September 8th. On September 17th, Congressman Al Green is going to run for CD 18, and he he'll probably win.
That's a big probably.
He'll probably win.
It's a big probably.
You say probably.
I say big because how can I say this? People are kind of tired of the do-si-doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even those who are politically involved, that are registered voters, active voters, things of that nature, they are politically fatigued. They need something else to get them to go to those polls. And as much as I love Congressman Al Green, that's one of my favorite congressmen. So I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes.
And
with the cane.
That is my guy. Okay, I loved it when he came to my church growing up. However, it's time for new leadership, and that is what everybody has been talking about. And let's just be honest. Leaders like him and State Rep Alma, they need to be in the situation of king and queen making.
Yes.
The reason why there's no new leadership is there's no one training the new leadership.
Yeah.
You're expecting us to get it out the mud. You're expecting us to bump our heads, but there's no guidance.
Yes. Yes.
You can't win and be successful if you do not have a legacy.
Absolutely.
And a legacy outside of yourself, meaning you have your next one coming in. You have to do that. If you don't, you're going to set up your district for failure.
Set up your district for failure. You know, we have people right now that are in office, and they are beloved figures, but they've been they talk about being in office in the same spot for 50 years, 30 years, 35 years, and it's like, if your school district is doing excellent, if all the schools are open, no food deserts, the grocery stores are plentiful, jobs, the streets are gold, paved with gold, milk and honey, yes, keep running.
Right.
But at what point do you say, I should sit this one out?
Until what end?
I should sit this one out. I would even say, not only, and I don't even think that it just has to be necessarily be younger, right? It's not just an age thing. I'll take a new 60-year-old.
Yeah, no,
who hasn't been like part of the thing, because I'll be honest, y'all, listening to some of the explanations of like why the quorum break wouldn't work from people that are in the House, right? So wait a minute. You mean to tell me you got this seniority that you've been telling us we need to keep sending your ass to Austin for?
That is my point. Okay? I was getting ready to bring
And then at
the
same time, you're also saying, well, y'all, we don't have the support. And so we just gotta, and we just gonna, and it's like, enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
We can't do that anymore.
But I will say this. Seniority means something. But again, you can pass seniority on with legacy. Absolutely. If your mentor is bringing you with you, bringing you with them to the meetings, to where the sausage is being made, you're now getting and gaining not only the leverage but the trust, the relationship that seniority has, and passing it on.
And I'll give you some good examples of this. Ron Reynolds is somebody who has consistently, and this is what I like about Ron. Ron will support you. He'll make calls behind the scenes to like line stuff up if you're really doing something. You look at Antron Johnson, who works out of his office, who's not chief of staff. Yeah. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
Who else can you think of that is like a good like mentor?
A good mentor. Well, the late Sylvester Turner was a great mentor. Mm-hmm. He, matter of fact, he pulled me onto one of his campaigns when I first got back to Houston.
Wow.
That was right after Harvey. Mm-hmm. And so he brought me into the fold and taught me. He was like, look, I see you want to do some things. I've heard about you from out in Beaumont. Because the city council member, Aldwin Samuels, he's still city council representative there. I started out in his office, block walking, then started working little small campaign things, and then skyrocket from there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that that mentorship, he mentored a lot of people.
Yeah. Sylvester Turner absolutely did. I see Chris Young says, I know 18 and a large 4 are taking up all the oxygen, but if you care about kids and know anybody or live in Cy-Fair, there's an election this November for future of every child that goes to school in what is now a school district as big as HISD. Cy-FairVoices.com. One of my friends was actually running for school board there, but then he said he wasn't. And then now I just saw today that he said that he was. So, like, there's that.
I mean, hey, at least he's on there.
Do your thing.
See Tara's response. I mean, I get that problem And what she says, the problem is that the problem at the state level isn't the same problem on the congressional level. Al is a genuine fighter, and we need him until Trump is gone. I understand that, but I don't believe in running our elders rapid.
Doing the what?
I don't believe in running our elders rapid.
Yeah, like we shouldn't, and
it shouldn't be all on him.
Here's the thing, and I love him to death. I love him. I love Al Green. I'm so in love with you.
Hey.
Whatever you want to do,
ow,
is all right with me. See, I like you. See, I like doing this show with you because you get to get silly with me. Okay, Al Green, y'all. It's time to sing that last song and go out on top. Okay, go get you a good job. You listening to me, Congressman? Continue doing your slavery remembrance dinners. Okay, breakfasts. Do that every year. Go get you a good job at Rice. Okay, start the social justice blah blah blah. Okay, start you a badass 501c3.
Yep.
Okay, raise millions of dollars and train the next generation of Al Greens. Boop.
Boop. There you go. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
They need to train the replacements. We need that guidance.
It's
do. Not a situation where we do not have people who want to step into leadership. One, we're not getting the opportunity.
Right.
And I know people are scared of change.
Yes.
I know it is a big thing. They're terrified of change.
Yes.
However, comma.
Yes.
The definition of insanity is what?
Doing the same thing over and over and over. And here's the thing. I see your point. Tara says without him, the black community would have no seniority in Congress in the most challenging of times. Tara, let me say something. Listen, we ain't got no seniority.
We don't.
We have absolutely, like, it's all, like, it's nebulous. It is, we're in the matrix right now. It's seniority in name only. Because what good is seniority if you can't senior when it's time to senior?
That part.
What good is it to be the head fireman if you ain't got no water in the truck? Do they have water in the truck? No, they connect the water to the hose. But y'all get the point. Yeah. Just follow it. Follow my illustration. I think we have to, and I love them to death. Just please, I think, can we get our Jasmine Crockett, please?
We got them. We have them. Again, people are scared of change.
Tara says, I don't care what y'all say. I'm riding for my congressman.
Ride for him, girl.
Do it.
Because I love Congressman Al Green. And I tell him that every time I see him.
You know what's crazy? I sat right here, y'all. I sat right here in this seat roughly a year ago and said, I love me some Representative or Mayor Turner.
Yes.
But please don't run and blah, blah, blah. Y'all didn't listen to me then. Maybe y'all won't listen to me again. I think the only way that we can think of your imaginary, like your favorite member of Congress. In order for them to have 10 years of seniority in 10 years, they have to start today. And so I don't know. Hopefully that'll happen and it won't be so bad. What else is going on in politics, y'all? Feel free to put some stuff in the comments, and we're going to be wrapping this up very soon because we only get an hour a week. This hour flew by. But what else? Let's see. Aisha has a good one. Who is Congressman Green trained?
That's a question that needs some answers.
Tara?
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he has trained some people that we don't know. You know, a lot of these leaders do a lot of things behind the scenes and give people opportunities, but you never know what that can be.
Tara says, I'll be senior, and that's true. I mean, but I look at it like this.
Who are they? We don't know. We asking you, girl.
Yeah. I'll say this too. It's like when the Democrats in the State House said, "Oh, we're gonna break quorum," I thought like, "Oh, but like, what? Won't the governor just call another session and this and that?" And everybody was like, "Shut up! Stop it! No, we're gonna, And it's like, I would love to see us be a little more thoughtful, strategic. Yes,
a lot more strategic. To me, if you guys were going to break quorum,
yes,
which y'all did,
yes,
my plan would have been, okay, how many of us are going? We need to go to every state that has a Democratic governor and figure out how we can make it work for us across the board nationwide. then we can come back. Because there's nothing we can do to stop the maps from happening, right? We don't have the numbers in office to do it. We're not able to finesse somebody across the aisle to work with us.
Right.
So we're really, all sides, we're not even really getting any type of movement. So I don't know if that's what they did. Because they came back with one governor was like, we got some seats for you.
Yeah.
California is out there being OGs like they always are. But at the same time, there's so many more governors we could have went to and talked to and then came back.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if Texas is going to Texas. But if we have some type of backup, we'll probably be okay.
You know, I just sit back and I wonder. I'm not really a sports fan, but I'm learning.
Yeah, good for you.
And, you know, I used to be like, how dare they pay the University of Houston football coach millions? Well, he brings in millions. Yeah. And he has a unique skill. And so, yes, he's supposed to do that. Now, what would happen if the head coach of the University of Houston's football team continued to lose, and every time he came back, he told the athletic director and the board and the president, like, hey, you know, we tried, blah, blah, blah. Would they give him 5 years? They don't even give him 5 years.
Baby, you have a bad season, you're gone.
And I think we need to have sort of, or let's make it even simpler. For those of y'all who got scholarships, do they just keep sending you back, or do they put you on like some kind of probation? I believe if we send you to Austin, we send you downtown to Bagby, we send you downtown to Preston, we send you to D.C., you're on a probationary period. And here's what that means. It's not just about passing 100 bills. Mm-hmm. It is about who's on your staff? Who are you training, right? What are you building to outlast your session, right? What are you building to outlast you being in office? I think it's also asking, is the quality of life in the district better or worse because you were there?
That's a good
question. And maybe we don't just like kick you out completely, but we have to tuck you somewhere. Maybe you need some training. So there are some members of city council that don't answer their phones, and their staff don't answer their phones. Mm-mm. And you call and you get, please leave a message for the voicemail. And then you wait to leave a voicemail that says the voicemail box is full. Okay? So maybe you don't get off city council, but we put you in another city council member's like staff. And then if you prove yourself, then we let you back in. We got to have some kind of grading system, because what's happening, Aisha says it, what are you doing to make a difference in your community? Like, how is your community different because you are there? Thank you so much, Amber.
Thank you.
This
for
has
having
been
me.
Amazing. You know, y'all, I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, and let me tell you something. My barber did her shit. Did she not? Can you give me a close up, please? Give me a close up. Listen. Listen. She's doing this shit. She did it. So 10 points to like that. Look. 10 points there, because y'all, I had the braids. Yes. I had braids. And here's the thing for braids. And 10 points across the board for everybody who's ever wore braids. It's a lot.
It is.
You can't really like sleep the way you want to. And this just feels so free. So
I'm a little hot with Darrell. He went and got this icy edge up and told me last minute, I'm coming on here barefaced, like, no edges laid.
But don't she look pretty? Don't she? You giving me a little bit of Erykah Badu. Didn't you know? Didn't you know?
I'm going to come with a hair wrap next time, just for you.
Yes, that is it. Thank y'all so much. Tara Taylor says, Robert Williams, ain't he fighting? Yes, Robert Williams is Tara Taylor, not Tara. He's not fighting. Tara, here's the thing. I mean, I know you love, I mean, it's not, and it's hard when you know these people. You know what I mean? It's hard. You've probably been in a slavery breakfast. And so, you know, you think I'm like you in there. It's not. Okay. Nikki says, this was great. Please bring Amber back. Will you be back, Amber?
I'll come back.
April Spicer Brown, watching me from Seattle, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, cool.
April, is that correct? Is that the right April? This was a great conversation. Y'all, listen, the last day to register to vote is October 4th or 5th.
I think it's 4th.
It's whatever that Monday is. Early vote starts October the 20th. If you live in Harris County, you can vote at any of the voting locations. Y'all, we have to do better. We have to do better. We cannot let those that make all the decisions make all the decisions. You too are a decision maker at the polls. With that, I'll leave it to you for any last words of wisdom.
So it's actually October the 6th. It's the last day to register to vote in the state of Texas. Please go register to vote. Even if you are registered to vote, make sure that your status is up to date. If you move, change your last name, re-register to vote, please.
Absolutely. I need to change. I actually have to change my address. I have to change my address.
Change your address. Do it online.
I got to do it. Well, I did it online, but they told me I had to do something. It was like, oh, you need to actually talk to somebody.
Oh, wow.
But I tried it. You know what it is? Because I don't have a Texas driver's license. I still have my Michigan driver's license. And my birthday is on Saturday. It expires Saturday.
Okay.
So I went from like, I'll do it to like, I got to get this shit done.
You actually got to do it now.
I have to get it done this week.
Don't procrastinate now.
Absolutely. Tara Taylor says, I support Al like I support the Cowboys. And if that ain't a good... Listen.
Tara, I'm going to hold your hand, baby. Get out of that abusive relationship.
That's actually pretty accurate. That's actually a very accurate metaphor, okay? Similar to... No, I'm going to save it. I almost got myself in trouble. I was going to say something else. But y'all, I turned 39 this Saturday. I turned 39 years old.
What?
39 years old. And, at 39, my pumping the brakes is a lot... more accurate, and I don't drive through all the speed bumps.
Oh.
Sometimes I slow down and drive around them, and that comes with wisdom. That comes with age. Tara says, to be fair, none of them do. Any closing words? Thank you, Aisha.
Keep fighting, y'all.
Yes.
We are really tired because a lot of us that are paying attention right now are tired.
Exhausted.
But I will say, please take some time to yourself. My friend is really big on this, taking care of yourself. Do not burn yourself out.
Yes, do not do that. Earlier today, after I had breakfast with Alejandra, and she paid, it was a campaign expense, right?
Okay.
So she paid, and I'm sitting out on the patio at Hotel Zaza, and they got the things open. They actually have air conditioning out there, so it's not hot to sit outside.
Oh.
And it was like, wow, I just took a deep breath, and I was like, man, you could look across the street and see the park, and I just kind of sat there. And so she was like, are you good? I was like, no, I'm just going to sit here. And the waitress, she came, and she was like, are you good? I was like, no, I'm just going to sit here.
I'm grounding.
And that right there is my advice to everybody. Just sit there.
Just sit there.
And with that, this has been the Black House Podcast with Amber. Hopefully she'll be back. She said she can wear a hair wrap for us next time and bring some incense.
I got you with my Amber incense.
There you go, y'all. This has been awesome. And thank you. We are out.
Bye.